I'm Forrest Saunders at the Capitol.
Commissioner Nikki Fried came into the Florida cabinet in 2019 following an upset victory that had some thinking she was the future of the Democratic Party in Florida.
I'm ready.
But after a failed bid for governor and nearly 4 years on the job, Fried is departing her post early next month. Not how she wanted to leave, but still proud of what she says she accomplished.
I ran on three principles: weed, water, and weapons. And going through just each of those different issues, that we accomplished more than I had ever even anticipated. And then we did so much more.
Fried says she diversified the office, elevated hunger awareness, and helped the ag sector navigate the pandemic and 5 hurricanes. One of her biggest accomplishments, Florida's hemp program. The state authorized commercialization of the versatile plant back in 2019. Under Fried's management, she says hemp has made more than $370 million worth of economic impact and created 9,000 jobs.
This truly is something that's going to move not just our state forward, but our country forward.
Fried thinks the incoming Republican commissioner will share in seeing the plant's potential, further supporting the seeds she helped plant.
That will be in order.
Former Senate President turned Commissioner-elect Wilton Simpson recently met with Fried to get familiar with his new post. The two spent nearly 4 hours together, and Fried says she offered words of wisdom.
This is not a partisan office. Every day we wake up trying to make sure that we are advocating for agriculture, that we are protecting our consumers, that we are advancing the interests as a member of the Florida cabinet. And so that's what I kind of, relayed to him.
Governor Ron DeSantis might disagree. He caught a lot of flack from Fried's office. She regularly sent letters calling on DeSantis to do more on issues like affordable housing, criminal justice, and marijuana, and for federal officials to investigate the governor's migrant deportation program and, most recently, state prisons. After years of the missives, DeSantis said this in August.
She had an opportunity as being the only Democrat elected statewide to exercise some leadership and maybe get some things done, and instead she's used her time to basically try to smear me on a daily basis. That's all she does.
Wasn't always like this. Fried and DeSantis started their terms working cooperatively on issues like the environment.
How's that?
Their relationship seems to have taken its biggest dive during the pandemic as the two differed on COVID policies. DeSantis resisting lockdowns and mandates, Fried wanting locals in control.
My biggest regret is that there wasn't enough opportunities to really show synergy between myself and the rest of the cabinet on some really important issues. And instead, it became a Ron DeSantis versus Nikki Fried fight every single time, instead of trying to show the country what it looks like for two leading members of their parties to be able to work together.
The commissioner says her next step is to focus on the future. No specifics other than she's looking at working with Democrats in D.C. As an expert on Florida, its Republicans and its chief executive who may be eyeing a presidential run.
Be able to utilize my voice to make sure that we get a Democrat, whether it's President Biden reelected in 2024 or another Democrat, and to make sure that I'm not leaving my state behind.
Though she will be leaving this office behind. The Ag Commissioner's last day is January 2nd, 2023.